Hey, Steve, let's go. We got a big day today. Come on, we're going to go get coffee. Let's go. Come on, bud. Because look at that. That's what we got. We got a new e-bike, new electric bike here. There. And all right, that's what we're gonna do. We've got to put this thing together today, and I'm really excited. What do you think, Steve? Are you excited? Yeah. ActBest. Now this is going to be a really interesting project because this bike, this e-bike, happens to be a simpler version, a very simpler version. It's not a fat tire bike. It is the every person's bike, and the prices are great right now. So you should check these out. I'm going to give you my review, and we're going to take this ActBest bike. We're going to assemble it, and we're going to take it for a test ride, and give you my my impressions. All right, let's go. Come on, Steve. Let's go get coffee first. Come on, we got to get coffee. Come on, come on. Good boy. Steve's going to pee on every bush as we get coffee. All right. Come on, Steve. Oh, wow. Always a neighbor dog. Going to be doing a test ride of the ActBest. This is a 26-inch, 13 amp hour battery with 2-inch tires. 21-speed derailleur. It has disc brakes that are manual, so there's no oil, and it does have a front suspension that can be adjusted, so you can lock and unlock the front suspension, which is really helpful. So. And I'm going to lock the front in for my ride. We're going to do a quick ride. And we'll go ahead and put it on. All right, so first thing you want to do, 5-speed passive assist. So I am basically in bike mode right now. And I'm going to move it up to 5, which is about 20 miles an hour. So right away, first thing I can tell you about this is there's thumb throttle, very responsive, and there you can hear the brakes. I have the tires at 40 psi. It's 40 to 60. I keep it on the low side, especially when I first ride. And we are purely using throttle right now. I'll show you some of the footage in a little bit where I'm going to, you can see these brakes are basically getting worn in. It's basic. That's kind of what happens with these. But so far, so good. Nice little bike. I am for a low-cost bike. This is very nice. I am really happy with it. It is just very different than other bikes I've ridden. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get on the road here, and then we're going to switch over to the other. We're going to stay on the bike path, and then we're going to get over to the path on the other side. 20 miles an hour is all I'm going to get out of this thing. About 20. And let's go ahead and switch sides. This bike is is not an off-road bike, so you're supposed to keep it on the road, probably because of tires, but so far so good. We're going about 20 miles an hour, which is pretty nice. 21. And this being 22. So this is one of 5 or 6 bikes that I've tested. This is the first bike of this type. The first bike that I've tested at that's a 2-inch wheel, and I'll definitely be pedaling up this hill. So here's a nice little hill test, and I will pedal up the hill. I will pedal up the hill. I have it in let's see, sixth gear. Let's go to 7th gear. There we go. So 7th gear, I'm in the middle of the derailleur, the 21 speed derailleur. All right, so, all right, Dad random. Okay. All right, Dad random, checking out the ActBest Apex. This is the ActBest Apex. I'm going to take some pictures of it. Wow. Look at those images. So that is the ActBest Apex. What a great bike. This thing is 55 pounds. That is one of the awesome things about it. So for a bike that's 55 pounds, it's really amazing. Go ahead and take some shots. Beautiful, beautiful day. So how fast do you need to go? You know, how fast do you need to go with a bike like this? I would say 20 miles an hour is pretty dang good. You're not going to get anywhere too fast, but very nice bike, very nice. It took me probably, it took me quite a while to get it set up. These bikes, when they come shipped, have little issues that you have to kind of work out. But in the case of this one, I was able to work out all the issues. I got the rear brake set up. Probably the biggest problem I had was setting up the rear brake. I did get that set up. Make sure you adjust the front headlight down so when you do turn it on. Okay, so how do you turn that front headlight on? You hold down the plus button and for a few seconds, and you can see now it's on. And I'll hold it down again, and it turns off. Pretty cool. But we'll see the durability of the tires, brakes. You can see that I'm a pretty big rider. I am not a small rider at all. So for this bike to be able to handle me, I am a 250-pound rider. I am 6'4". I would say this bike is a 6'2" bike, if anything. So this is without pedaling. Okay, in the highest gear. Now, if I want to soften up my ride, I'll switch my adjustment here, and then I like to keep it tight on a paved pathway like this. But let's go ahead and push it, and then just start pedaling. There it is, and it kicks right in. So most people are going to keep their bike in a high gear setting, kind of a normal pedaling setting, and then just coast. This is the way you're going to get the most out of this bike. Coast, pedal, coast, and enjoy the best of the ride. So pretty amazing. But these bikes are about $200, $180 shipping. They vary, but this is very nice. ActBest Apex. This is the black bike with an orange detail. There's probably, I think there's like 5 color choices in this bike. So, but this is really nice cruising. I would say this would be a great little beach cruiser. Okay, this is a great test for our downhill braking. Okay, make sure you give yourself plenty of room for braking. There we go. And we have it, like I said, in 5, passive assist 5. So very nice. The riding angle depends on where you have the seat adjusted. Right now I have the seat in a very comfortable level. Yes, I can stand up and ride as a tall rider. Could I ride a long distance with this one? I'd probably have to change the seat out. That'd be the only change I'd make. I think I have it right the way I would have it, with just a change in the seat. So, all right, Dad Random, ActBest. All right, Dad Random, riding the ActBest Apex. I could go up one more gear in the derailleur. Let's see if I can get down to the... I'm at the top of the derailleur right now. Probably the best advice I could tell you is just shop around. Now you can feel how heavy it's riding right now. I'm gonna switch over right now. Now I have the front suspension in, and just feel how that you hear. You can even hear the change. So now I've got front suspension. Why would you change the suspension? Here's a good question. The reason why I changed the front suspension is with a stiffer front suspension, you can ride a little faster. By taking away the give in the front tire, you can actually get a little more speed, a little bit less, little less resistance. It's slight, but it does matter. Plus, it's much more nice. So it's actually a pretty quiet bike. This is not my first bike, you know. And the more bikes I ride, the more I have as an opinion about them. And the only thing I hate about this one right now is they put, they always put brakes on them that, are adequate. There we go. You can see that transition right there. They're adequate, but they're not like amazing. They're safe though. I mean, you're not going to stop fast. The heavier you are, the longer it's going to take for you to stop. So, but this bike really cruises nice. This is my first long trip, and yeah, just pleasantly surprised. Very pleasant to ride. And like I said, the biggest thing is it's light and it's not expensive. You could throw this does not break down though. You can't take this bike apart, and you have to carry it, fully assembled. It's not going to fold for you, none of that. All right. But the bike's just kind of riding itself, I'm just letting it kind of cruise control right now. It's got kind of in cruise control mode. So, and once you hit the brakes, that cruise control ends. So, all right, so ActBest. This is a bike you can find on Amazon. So I'll leave the link to the ActBest site. Very happy with it. I'm not disappointed whatsoever. Just use both brakes. Use them both when you're trying to stop. But all right. As far as distance, how far are you going to be able to travel with this bike? I would say with pedaling, you get 20 miles. I wouldn't do anything more than 25 with a full charge. I would definitely switch out the seat to something a little bit more comfy, a little more spring. But this one is not a bad seat. That is not a bad seat. And it looks great. I really like the lines. I think the bike is nice and clean, especially in the black color. This does come in other colors. I saw it in blue and I saw it in gray. The gray looked really nice. Yeah, very nice. You can't, there's, like I said, for the price, you can't complain. So, all right. So you can see right there, everything's been really good so far. I don't hear any rattling. I don't hear the brakes rubbing. Those are things that happen. This is a 750 watt rear hub. 750. Okay, so that's a 750 watt rear hub. They do make much larger rear hub motors, but I don't think you benefit from a smaller battery by adding more power. I think this thing is made for riding. This is a bike that's probably, I would say, 6'2", 225 pounds, even though it's easily hauling my 250-pound body. But very happy. I was very skeptical. I've never did a review on a 2-inch tire bike. This is my first one, and I'm really tickled. I think it's a great bike. A lot of fun. All right. All right, Dad Random here, and there it is, the ActBest. You can't go wrong, especially for the price. I think you do have to be ready for a little bit of assembly. You have to be willing to make adjustments. Be patient. It does take a little bit. Sometimes they come right out of the box perfect. I think that goes with every bike, but this one comes right out of the box. In a really easy to assemble part. Pretty much you put the neck on, you put the handlebars on, you line up the handlebars with this little target. Okay, one trick underneath this package here, okay? So underneath this packet is a connection. I couldn't get the bike going and it wouldn't power up. And it was, they just disconnected the battery right there to the controller. So just make sure you open that up and connect up the controller. That's probably a common problem. So all right, so Dad Random with the ActBest right there. Dad Random's with the ActBest Apex. I believe that's what it says on the advertisement. It doesn't say Apex anywhere, but I believe that's the model. So, right, 21 speed, and thumb throttle. So here's the thumb throttle right here, right there. There's your. This is a really nice bell. The bells are really nice. You need to have a bell, just to tell. Just a nice little warning. Hey, I'm behind you. I would like a light in the back, since it's an electric bike, but there's a pretty nice sleek lines. So, all right. Okay, Dad Random, I'm going to go finish my ride. All right. So here is a very challenging hill. So, all right, here we go. Let's see if we can beat this guy with this dog up the hill. But here's your big hill challenge. Oh man. Oh man, that was a lot of work getting up that hill. I'm used to just cruising right up it with but we made it. Whew. go check our trip computer out. Looks like our battery is at 39.2. All right, so it is recovering. And you can see that we haven't, on the battery meter itself, we have not, it's still showing maximum capacity there. All right. 30-minute ride. So our ride was 30 minutes long and 6 miles. So let's see, our trip is 4.8 miles, 4.8, 30 minutes. So do some math there, but obviously when you get into your power curve with this battery, it is a brand new battery, and it's really doing well. This is the same battery, by the way, that you have in a lot of e-bikes. Same design. In my Amiet bike, I have a really large version of this one. Great battery. Same exact battery design. And you can check your battery level right there if you just click on the button. So, pretty nice. All right. Okay, shutting it down. All you got to do, hold down the left button, turn it off, and then on this other side right here, you don't have to touch the key. You've got this button here that disables the battery. All right, there it is, ActBest. ActBest Apex. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. Like I said, you're gonna have to, if you have a little help, with the setup. Like I said, the only problems I have with the rear brakes. It took me a while to get that together. All right, Dead Random. ActBest. Excellent bike. A lot of fun. You can get 2 of these for the price of one other bike. In some cases, you can get 4 of these. You can get a whole family of bikes. So there's a lot of advantages. Like I said, sleek design. Every year they put more and more features in it. And this one right out of the box, it works. It just works. I'm just telling you, it just works. All right, Dead Random. Later. For ActBest. Apex.